Welcome to Civics Vanguard. Today, we're diving into one of the world's most iconic structures, the Great Wall of China. You've probably heard people say the Great Wall of China is the only man-made thing visible from space. Well, not exactly true, but hey, it's still massive. We're talking over 21,000 kilometers long. That's like stretching from New York to Beijing and back, built over 2,000 years ago by different dynasties, using stone, brick, even rice. But the real question is, why go through all that trouble? Let's find out. So, when did this whole "let's build a giant wall" idea even start? We're going way back, like 7th century BC, kinda back. At first, it wasn't one big wall, but a bunch of smaller ones built by different kingdoms to keep enemies out. These early walls were made of tamped earth, nothing fancy, but they did the job. Basically, before China was even one country, they were already thinking, better safe than sorry. Now here's where things get serious. Enter Emperor Qin Shi Huang, around 221 BC. He's the dude who unified China for the first time, and he wasn't playing around. He said, let's connect all these little walls and make one giant beast of a wall. Thousands of workers, soldiers, farmers, even prisoners, were put to work, and boom, the first version of the Great Wall was born. Not pretty, but seriously intimidating. Alright, so who were they building this wall against? Mostly nomadic tribes from the north, especially the Xiongnu. Think of them like ancient steppe warriors. They were fast, brutal, and hit hard with surprise attacks on Chinese villages. The wall wasn't just a fence, it was a line in the sand, like you stay over there. It was China's way of saying, we see you coming, and we're ready. If you thought the early threats were bad, wait till the Mongols show up. These guys, led by Genghis Khan in the 1200s, were next level. Like, empire-crushing level. They rode horses like they were born on them, shot arrows at full speed, and conquered fast. The Great Wall was supposed to slow them down, but spoiler, it didn't always work. Still, it forced China to rethink defense big time and expand the wall even more. The wall wasn't just a big OL barrier, it was straight-up military strategy. They built watchtowers every few hundred meters to spot enemies from miles away. Soldiers could send smoke signals by day, fire by night, like ancient texting. But for war, plus, narrow paths on top made it easier to move troops fast where needed. It wasn't perfect, but for its time? Kinda genius. Yeah, the wall is epic, but it came at a crazy high cost. Historians say up to 400,000 people may have died building it. Most of them were poor farmers, prisoners, and soldiers, working in brutal conditions. No machines, just hands, sweat, and heartbreak. Some even call it the longest graveyard. So yeah, behind every brick, there's a story of pain. The Great Wall wasn't just a military project, it was a flex, a straight-up symbol of power. It wasn't just built to keep people out, it was built to show everyone how strong China was. It stretched across mountains, deserts, and tough terrain, basically saying, no one messes with us. It was a way for emperors to show off their wealth, control, and military might. This wasn't just a wall, it was the ultimate don't even think about it move. The wall had a secret weapon that most people don't talk about, beacon towers. These towers weren't just for show, they were built so soldiers could send signals fast. At night, they'd light a fire. During the day, they'd use smoke. This system allowed soldiers to warn each other of incoming attacks in minutes, not hours. Talk about an early warning system, basically the ancient version of texting. Aside from defense, the wall also helped control trade and movement across borders. It wasn't just about keeping enemies out. It was about keeping track of what came in and out. Merchants had to pass through checkpoints, paying taxes, or offering goods to enter China. This helped the empire control the flow of resources and even prevent smuggling. Anyway, the wall wasn't just a barrier, it was an ancient form of border control. Now, let's talk about the Silk Road, the ancient highway that linked China with the West. The Great Wall played a key role in controlling this trade route. It helped protect merchants traveling between China, Central Asia, and Europe. The wall kept the roads safer, allowing precious goods like silk, spices, and tea to flow. While the wall kept out invaders, it also helped China's economy thrive. The Great Wall wasn't just built on flat land, it took advantage of natural barriers to mountains, deserts, and rivers. These natural features were turned into fortresses by the wall's design. In fact, some sections of the wall were built right along cliffs, making them almost impossible to attack. This clever use of nature made the wall even more strategically brilliant. While humans did the heavy lifting, nature played a huge role in making the wall almost unstoppable. The Great Wall didn't just stay the same, it evolved over time. Different dynasties added their own touches, making it longer, stronger, and more complex. The Qin Dynasty started it, but the Han Dynasty expanded it, and the Ming Dynasty made it bigger and more fortified. Each new emperor brought new innovations, like better materials, stronger designs, and more defensive features. By the time the wall was fully completed, it was like a patchwork of different eras working together. Now, here's the big question, was the wall actually effective? Well, the short answer is, kinda. The wall did slow down invaders, but it wasn't perfect. For example, the Mongols still broke through in the 13th century, and sometimes the wall was abandoned or breached, but overall, it kept China safe for centuries and became a symbol of its resilience and military power. The Great Wall wasn't just about keeping enemies out, it was a huge symbol of cultural unity. It helped bring together people from different regions of China, who shared the same identity and pride in their nation. The wall became more than just a physical barrier, it was a representation of the Chinese spirit, resilient, united, and strong. Even today, it stands as a reminder of China's rich history and cultural heritage. The Great Wall didn't just live in history books, it's also deeply rooted in Chinese mythology and folklore. Legend has it that the wall was built by spirits and gods protecting the empire from evil. One famous story is about Meng Jiangnu, a woman whose husband died while building the wall, and her tears are said to have caused a section of the wall to collapse. Stories like this turned the wall into a symbol of sacrifice and spiritual significance. The wall wasn't just stone and brick, it was woven into the heart of Chinese culture. Building the wall wasn't just about bricks, it was about people. Millions of laborers, soldiers, and even prisoners worked on the wall, often in dangerous and grueling conditions. Many were forced into labor, with little to no pay, facing harsh weather and starvation. There are stories of soldiers standing guard for years, never seeing their families. These workers and soldiers became the unsung heroes of the Great Wall, their sacrifices etched in the stones they laid. There are a ton of myths about the Great Wall, but let's clear a few up first. No, it's not the only man-made thing visible from space, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Also, contrary to popular belief, the wall wasn't built in one go, it evolved over centuries, and while many believe the wall was built solely to keep invaders out, it also had other roles, like controlling trade. So yeah, the wall story is a mix of history, legend, and a few misconceptions. The Great Wall isn't just some relic from the past, it's still a massive part of modern China. Today, it stands as a symbol of pride, a reminder of China's strength and rich history. It attracts millions of tourists every year, and has become an icon of Chinese culture worldwide. The wall also plays a huge role in national identity, making people feel connected to their ancient roots. So, the Great Wall of China isn't just a wall, it's a monument to resilience, sacrifice, and strength built over centuries. It protected an empire, shaped a culture, and continues to inspire pride in the Chinese people today. It may have started as a defense strategy, but over time, it became something far more powerful, a symbol of unity, identity, and history. Whether you see it as a wall or a work of art, one thing's for sure, it's left a lasting mark on the world. The Great Wall stands tall, not just as a physical barrier, but as a lasting legacy of China's past. The Great Wall of China isn't just a wall, it's a symbol of strength, resilience, and cultural unity. It tells the story of China's past, its battles, and the sacrifices made to protect the empire. Standing tall through centuries, the wall remains a timeless marvel of human ingenuity and a testament to the power of defense.